Would you rather beat your team by a free throw and say that you are a contender, or lose to Marcus?
Oh, it's got to be losing to Marcus just because of this year, mate. So
You'd rather lose to Marcus?
Baker's just let the whole league down, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's fucking gross. I can't believe
it is so gross, man.
It's actually
It shouldn't be like Strobel's team is horrid. His team actually had a half decent week. Right, I only beat him 5-4 this week in the hypothetical matchup, mate.
Only hypothetically beat him 5-4.
Yeah, so great areas from Burrs kids. Richo's in here, by the way.
I see that.
So look, Stroh's team had a decent week. Baker's obviously was shooting under 40% for most of it. Clearly finished, I think, over 40, right? But not by much.
Not by enough.
No. Like, horrible, man. 41%. Ugh, just gross, mate. Lost by 2 blocks. Obviously, the double overtime today killed him. But it shouldn't get to that. You're playing Strobel.
Yeah,
it shouldn't get to it.
Really shouldn't.
No. It's horrible. It's I'm not even mad. You know, it's like you're just disappointed.
Just disappointed.
That we don't have another 0-win season, and it's his fault, you know?
Yeah, like
they would have even taken the draw. It means he's still the shittest, but he's still a 0-win, you know?
What's the point of trading away your pick 3 spoils of last season in Amen Thompson, pick 4, whatever it was.
Pick 4.
For Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
To just go out and ruin everything.
Yeah, and his exact reasoning for trading for Lillard was so he wasn't a shit.
Yeah. You ruined our perfect season, you ruiner.
It's just
fuck off.
Actual just bullshit, mate. Like, look, this is our number 1 fan, so like he's probably getting off a little bit light here.
No. See, look,
but he shouldn't be.
Fuck that. Do you remember what he said to us last week?
Oh, you can remind me, I reckon.
Let me find it. When the recording didn't go through last week.
Oh yeah. Piss poor effort. With no passion.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the no passion and the fuck. What did he say? He said, "Oh, fucking load! Come on, this is great live. This is great.
Yes, fantastic.
He said something about like I'm just holding you guys to a high standard because you know."
All right, no, fair enough. Then, yeah, fair enough. Fuck you, Baker. You're trash. You lost to Strobel. You ruined the season for everybody. You've ruined draft day. I don't think you can make it up to us. I don't think the amount of antics he gets up to on draft day is going to save it for us now, because now Strobel can just have a normal punishment because he's won a game.
Yeah, here we go. I hold you fools in high regard for your work on the pod. You want me to accept mediocrity? No, I'm doing this to help you improve. So we're doing this to help you improve, Baker. What the fuck was that?
Yeah, what was that, mate? Like, let's look at some.
Where do you get off?
Let's look at some of these weekly stats from his players. Dame himself. Let's start with him. 26 of 74 for the week in 4 games.
Ew.
Disgusting. Like, the rest of him was okay, apart from his shooting. He only averaged 6 assists a game. He only got 4 rebounds, only 1.5 steals. So look, that there, the 1.5 steals ain't terrible. But the rest of it is, he plays scoop for a game, gets injured. Who else was horrible? Continues to play Benedict. Mate, stop playing him.
1 of 8. Why? Why are you doing this to yourself? To us?
He played Precious Achua, who got 6 of 17 in 3 games.
A fucking center who shot 6 of 17 in 3 games.
Suggs got 6 of 18 in 3 games.
To be fair, Yeah, he did 30 rebounds out of the tour.
Yeah, look, Atua did his part
So
in
he doesn't
rebounding, but
win without replacing that.
LaMelo obviously 19 of 55, had a horrible week, got injured. There's just no positive. There's no even Banchero, man. Like, is LaMelo and Banchero the worst 1-2 combo you can have in fantasy? Your marquee players, your number 1 and 2 players, because that's what they are.
Are they? He's got Maxi.
Is Max? Yeah, you're right.
Maxi's above. He's arguably above both. He is above both this season.
Yeah, okay, fine, all right, but we'll change that to it. Banchero and LaMelo aren't good together. And Maxi. I'll put Maxi and LaMelo on the same spot because they probably go well together, right? Generally.
Yeah, they do the same things good.
But even Maxi only went 14 or 32 in 2 games and missed a game. Only got 10 assists, no steals, right? So he didn't have a good week either. But Banchero can just kill you in 1 or 2 games for the whole week because he's a powerful. He's playing the 3 at the moment, but he's shooting like 43% or 44% or whatever in the season. He can screw you in free throw like he did this week, 17 to 25. Like, it's horrible. It's actually horrible.
Baker 1 free throw.
Well, against Strobe, that's not hard, mate.
No. But like that didn't cost him this week. It was just the field goal.
It's the
lack of defensive stats.
The question I have: he's won 4 games early, got on this bloody high horse, and he's now contending. And how many has he lost in a row? Like, it'd be a fair amount that he's lost in a row.
Well, look, it tells us the standings. He's lost 5 in a row.
5 in a row.
So his last win was the 19-game chaos week against me.
He's gone from 4-5 to 4-10, and hasn't traded earlier than that time.
Well, he has. He's tried, I guess. I don't think he's tried hard enough, but he has tried.
Well, yeah. Trying and getting it done are 2 different things, mate. Right? You just lost to fucking Strobel, mate. You need to have a good hard think about yourself. Like, it's embarrassing. You've lost to me and Strobel. You lost to me and Strobel, not just Strobel. He's lost to me and Strobel, right? That's just in a space of 3 weeks. It's disgusting.
God, I forgot about that. He really did lose to the worst 2 teams of this year.
Yep.
Yikes.
I'm sick of your excuses, mate. Do something about it. Stop playing fucking Benedict Mathurin to fucking start with. My God, mate. You shouldn't even be thinking about playing him now. Like, if he's putting them numbers up without Halliburton, he's not worth it no more. Siakam's killed him off. He's literally Garbo. What has he done since Siakam? I think he had 1 good game.
I don't think he's had like more than a handful of good games over the whole season.
Yeah, look, he had promise. So I understand why he was kept. He did have some promise, right? But he's dead now.
I'm not debating.
He's dead now.
Debating whether he was right or wrong to keep.
If he was to sit him on his bench and hope he comes good, I have no issue with that, right? But stop fucking playing him, bro. There's no excuse to play him right now.
Yeah, like he wasn't good this week, Mathurin, and Baker has like picked out the worst game as well.
Well, yeah, look
of the 4 games, the 4 like
give him some credit. He played the one shit one, then didn't play him. So, but if you played him yesterday, that's 1 steal. He got 1 steal yesterday.
Yeah, like if that was the game.
But
Chosen, yeah.
A guy that averages 0.5 steals and 0.2 blocks.
It's not
getting
it done.
Get him off. Look, the good thing about today, apart from this disastrous, that there was 3 matchups down to the last game, which went to double OT, right?
What? Like, yeah, that's fucked as well.
That's insane. How good is Sunday finishes? I mean, even the most livid Fantrax hater can't say nothing about this.
Can you imagine if that happened on a Monday and everyone's at work
Yeah, or get
arguably even worse. Like we just had
Oh.
that double OT. Everything's so fucking close, and then it kind of gets lost because it's only day 6. Like
It would
that's
get
awesome.
lost. Yeah, of course it would. Like,
that was such a good finish. You lost to Buddha by a free throw.
yeah.
Kaminga makes that last attempt. You win.
He makes that first attempt.
Yeah.
I'll win that matchup. So
in the first OT period, he goes 1 of 2. Was it in the second?
Second, yeah. Second.
In the second, he goes fucking 1 of 2. If he makes the first, if he makes them both, you win.
I won, yeah.
Marcus,
got the steal in the second overtime.
Yeah, the steal came in the second overtime.
Yeah, Shaky he was already like 2 assists and 3 assists in front. I think Draymond only got 1 assist in the second overtime, but
I think it was 1 in the it was 1 assist
at the start
regulation.
After regulation, yeah. He ended up winning by 3. So
he just had to be nervous for an extra half an hour.
Yeah. But still,
gave Simo a shot.
That matchup, watching that matchup today, was like, as the saying goes, watching a couple of silly gooses playing in the park, without saying that naughty word. It was horrible to watch. There was free throw after free throw getting missed. It was horrible, mate. It was so bad. But the best of the shittest of the two won, I guess.
Yeah. I think Shaky's won the matchup, but I don't know if he's the real winner here because Simo has the excuse now to just okay, season's done. I'll
blow it up.
Go for a.
Now I just want to see what KD gets sold for.
He won't do it. He won't sell KD. He won't.
If anything's showed him this year, he has to. He can't rely on Levine. He can't rely on Levine at the moment. Can't rely on Kyrie. So what? He's relying on Mikal Bridges and Miles Turner, and that's it.
But we're talking about different things here because you're talking about what he should do, and I'm saying what I think he actually will do.
I'm a bit more on the favour that he'll do it, but I'm being very, very open-minded to that.
Yeah, you're giving your opinion on why he should. I don't think he will. Yeah. I think he'll just try and run it back next year with KD again.
I'm assuming there'll be some inboxes coming. Hopefully, maybe we'll get to see something. Maybe we won't. So get your offers in, boys. Don't make him shit. KD's still good. He's not worth what he used to be, but he's still worth something.
He's 36 with a long injury history.
Yeah, I think he's still worth something, but not as much as Simo wants, and that's going to be the hard part. Can Simo let him go for less than what he wants for him? Is going to be the question.
You're going to have to let him go for under what you consider market price.
Yeah, well,
if you're trading these guys at this age, you don't get
the problem with the market, which we'll talk about later. All right, on that word of the market right now, we will talk about that later in a little special segment we do. Because I think the trade market's been fucking screwed over right now.
Yeah, you hinted at that earlier, so
yeah,
we'll come and get to that.
We'll get back to that.
Yeah.
Well, look, we want to go through this bloody matchup, pick the best and the worst.
Yeah, let's smash these out quickly because there's a lot more to cover in an hour.
What do you win by? Still in the end.
Let's start with the big one. We'll start with Baker and Marcus.
Yeah.
So do you have to give by default Wiggins won the matchup with that steal? He's best.
Mate, the guy averages 0.3 steals and got 2 steals in the last game, mate. You got to give it to him. Mate. It's like in a footy game. The guy that kicks the goal after the siren is the guy that gets all the praise, right? To win the game, not the guy who kicked the first goal of the game. Or the third goal, or the 8th goal.
I think that's the guy that gets the immediate praise, but that's not the guy that gets the 3 Brownlow votes or the 15 best and fairest votes.
No, well, if we're going to give the 3 Brownlow votes, pick one, mate. I think Vince Williams had a reasonable week.
I don't think I care enough about Marcus's team. I'm just saying as a general rule.
Yeah, look, we'll give it to Wiggins because he did shoot 8 of 12. He got 2 steals in the block. I don't know what else mattered in this matchup. But...
Yeah, the two steals, that's cool. That's fun. Good for him.
And we will not be taking the Wigan shot away. It still exists.
It can be doubled now.
Yeah.
One for each steal.
Yeah. Worst on fucking pick 1 of 20. I'm just going to get Baker worst, right?
Yeah.
Because there's so much. It's so horrible. Like, his best player of the week was Kevin Herter. That's disgusting. Him or Kuzma, really. One of them two.
Yeah, good one out of Kuzma today, but Kuzma wasn't good for the other 3 games.
No. Well, it continues to. Michael Porter. Oh, I was looking at some of his games. I'm just like, makes me want to vomit, by the way. So bad.
He started the season so promising.
So bad. But yeah, Baker, you're worst on easily in this. Easily. Just for losing us. Jaron
Jackson, by the way, shot 41% for the week. 66 from the line. He had 72, 18 and 10, 8 steals and 3 blocks in 3 games.
Well, he got 8 steals. That's pretty important, I guess.
Yeah, he had 6 in 1 game.
Yeah.
And then 1 each the next 2.
So he was at least useful in one category that helped Strobel win the matchup.
Good for him.
He's still Garbo, though.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to minor bullets. Let's get that over and done with. 75.2% free throw for my team is disgusting, by the way.
You had a 90% record earlier this year, and then you're getting under.
I've had a couple of 90 weeks. I've had some high 80s. I was 82.7 or 8 or 6 or something, I think, before this week, and I'm down to 81.7 in total. That's how bad this week is. But I don't have a lot of shots, so if I have misses, and if I have someone who averages 87% free throw, goes 7 of 12 for the week. There's a reason why I hate spiders, mate. It's all coming together. I'm so mad at him. I'm not blaming Kuminga. I'm not blaming Murray. I'm blaming me fucking best player, mate. When it comes to it, he didn't perform what I needed to do. He goes 10 of 12, even 9 of 12, I win. That's what it is. So, fuck him. He's worst of the week for being an absolute piece of shit in the line.
Is that why he's on your trade block?
I put him there because I'm just angry. I don't know if that's actually. It's probably not serious. But.
So he's on your trade block. He's there. He's done. Everyone get your offers in. Bergs is getting rid.
Get your offers in if you want, so I can laugh at them. Go hard if you want. Look, best. Best. But it goes to me. Oh, D'Lo's best, right? Now, one thing you're going to learn a very valuable lesson today, but of that on the Ratcast, mate. You don't get to choose the best, so he's not fucking getting it. Okay. So I don't care if he scored 400 points this week. He's not getting it. The person I'm giving it to is a person who has a 68% free throw average and shot 8 of 8 this week. And that's a bonus.
Actually, yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
So that's all that matters. That's what this matchup came down to. One of your good players shot well that usually doesn't, and my best free thrower basically shot like shit. So pretty easy, best and worst for me. When the matchup is done by one free throw.
We'll just give it to PJ Washington for his
most useless, amazing game you've ever seen. Yeah, probably the most useless, amazing game you'll ever see. It literally didn't help Buddha whatsoever.
It actually hurt him because he missed a free throw.
Yeah, he scored 43 at 17 or 22 field goal, whatever it was.
Yeah, nothing that he needed.
7 threes. Didn't get any blocks. He did get 3 blocks during the week though, but he still lost blocks. So
not good
thanks.
enough.
But yeah, disappointing loss. Buddha gets a nice, easy fixture win again.
Simo and Shaky.
Another one that was down the wire.
Gets out of jail. Season's still alive.
No Halliburton, no Bain, no Levine, no Kyrie. Basically, Kyrie played 1 game. And it this matchup really showed that they were missing their best players. It wasn't great. Shaky gets through, I guess. I don't even know who's worst and best in this week for this shit. Assist.
You probably
field goal.
Look, I've never seen in 5. I think, how many years ago did Shaky trade Giannis? I think that was the
Yeah.
last time that Shaky won blocks
Maybe
in a week.
Yeah, maybe 5 or 6. Yeah.
And he made Simo have to like focus on blocks and like
Yeah.
he played Peyton Watson today trying to get blocks.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it's bad. You know, I think playing Kyle Anderson's a bad mistake today. Continues to play the worst traded guy for the season in Trey Murphy. 2 of 7 this week. In the one game he played.
Played him with Zion out because he's had those good games without Zion, and he got a 2 of 7 game with Zion out. So
yeah, you know, Jamal Murray shot 29 of 73 and went 11 of 15 free throws, but he did get 28 assists, so he kept him in that. But there's a lot of Garbo there, mate. Mikal Bridges probably kept him in it as well.
Yeah,
I don't know. Do we just? I'm not going to give Porter the worst. I'd love to give it to Trey Murphy because you're picking
not giving it to kids.
Is Trey Murphy a kid? Is he a sophomore or a rookie?
He's a second-year player.
Fuck off, he is. All right, I'll leave him alone then.
It might be a third. I can't remember what year was he drafted. 2021. I don't know.
So fuck him. If you're going to pay, if you're going to, spend a bit of equity on a guy and then he performs like that and matchups that you need to win. What was the rest of his week like?
I was going to give it to. Yeah, he didn't play well. I would say Simo's played Chris Dunn for 2 games and got 9 assists.
Ooh.
2 steals, 1 block, 11 points.
Chris Dunn. What? What's going on there? That's disgusting.
Is scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, I will happily give it to him as well. Because that is horrible. Oh, that's gross. Best for... Can we give it to Draymond? His 11 assists in 58,000 minutes today?
Yeah. It's a classic Draymond line.
Yeah.
That's the first time this year that him not trading Draymond for Kobe White has actually paid off.
I knew that was going to come up. That's why I wanted to mention it. So 8, 14, 11, 3 steals and 2 blocks today for Draymond. It's a very Draymond game.
Yeah, that's Draymond game.
Well done, Shaky. You live another few weeks, mate. You've just been making up the numbers, though, to be honest.
Richo and Fearless Leader.
Yeah, it's a typical 5-4, but this was over. Over.
This was one of the ones that was over, but we kind of wasn't. And they've finished games short.
Both of them, yeah.
Yeah, and this is an interesting bit.
Was Bahrain protecting his record?
He was protecting field goal. He's taken Fox off for the last game today.
Yeah.
Because he didn't need to play him. He's I'll just protect my field goal.
57.1. Yep.
Yeah. But Richo couldn't get a 33rd game in because he didn't want to drop anyone to activate Trey off his IR.
Yeah, right.
Hard enough to make the move the other day before he was injured.
That's a bit of a story, right? Wasn't there an issue about that last year or early in the year this year? With Shaky doing it? Wasn't that brought up as an issue?
I'm
pretty sure it was a massive issue when Shaky couldn't get a guy off his IR, and I reckon it was Trey, maybe. And people were going fucking ballistic about it. So now it's happened again, and we hear nothing because it's a boys' club member. It's interesting, that one.
No, I'm the one that fucking brought it up.
Yeah, so you're a rat though, so it's your job. Like I rat the Banner Club all the time, mate.
Richo tried to.
What was his reasoning?
What was his reasoning for what?
For playing short.
He didn't want to drop anyone, and he didn't think he could win.
So he didn't want to drop Larry Nance. Didn't want to drop.
Well, he needed to keep Nance played today, so he'd have to drop someone that wasn't playing today.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm on a bad. Sorry.
Was gonna make the game's cap.
So he didn't want to drop Scottie Pippen Jr.
That was the example I said.
No, mate. That doesn't fly, bro. That doesn't fly. That is like that doesn't fly at all.
Scottie Pippen Jr.
Couldn't he have just swapped Luke Kennard and Trey?
Kennard wasn't injured yet.
Oh,
or is already in IR? No, that happened today, did it?
Well, he's broken now. I don't know if that was at the start of the day or not.
Before the games today, he didn't have.
Well, the only one there that's droppable is Pippen, right? Come on, mate. He's instantly droppable.
Fucking half his team's droppable.
But he's one of the ones that didn't play today that is droppable, right?
Right. Yeah.
Fultz I get. Kennard I get. Scotty Barnes not dropping, and Bruce Brown's not dropping, right? So out of the ones that didn't play today, definitely have dropped Pippen Jr., mate.
But
there's no excuse that flies for that shit. For me.
So he chose not to, and he tried to collude with Matthew to have an agreement that they would only just play 32.
What?
Just a little. He said this in the chat earlier.
I know
he mentioned this himself.
I know that, but there was a lot going on, so I was easily missed. So we're just going to put a bit more time into it, right? So a known colluder and a felon for colluding. Well, he's a felon in fantasy sports because he's been proved guilty and he got punished. Has colluded again, so they both play short. Now, it doesn't matter if Brian plays short because he won. When you lose and play short, which we'll get to in the next matchup that we look at too, you put yourself under the microscope. Now, if it matters or not is irrelevant. You should be playing 33 if you can play 33. If you can play 33, right? Which in this case you could have. You can easily drop Scottie Pippen. He's not someone that you can say, oh, no, I'm not going to drop him because he's part of my plan going ahead.
Well, that was something that you've raised before, and I think Shaky said earlier. When the example you just raised happened, that you can't make me drop someone. I didn't want to drop anyone, so.
But
which is where he's going to go with it.
Richo's tanking. Scottie Pippen's a nobody. A fucking nobody, mate.
Yeah, I'm not arguing with that point. But
it wouldn't have made a difference in the overall scheme of things. But it's like I've said all along. It's at least a shot for every game.
Oh yeah, absolutely, it's a shot. If he'd played, if he'd gone for assists, which was close at the start of the day, instead of trying to just hope that Matt's team missed field goal attempts and that he would just be gifted field goal.
What missed 35 shots and didn't make any?
Well, if you look at the matchup, and look at the day, Richo's team has shot good, but Matt's team has shot fucking 64%.
Yeah, but look at Matt's team. It's all people that shoot well.
Yeah.
You're not trying to win field goal against that team on a day. No, you're not. You're just not. The chances of you maybe winning slightly are there. He's playing Vassell, and Vassell is fucking he's not a 70% field goal guy. He got lucky. He got 11 of 17 today.
Yeah, so this was what I was getting at. He could have tried to win assists, but he didn't. Instead, he's gone with the Larry Nances and the Herb Jones for whatever reason, because he's just played whatever's there.
It just screams of someone not trying to win, and knows he can get away with it.
Well, this affects matchups. This affects the standings because Matt's just been given, much like most of Buddha's wins, just been given a free win.
Yeah, the example is I'm obviously not wanting to win a lot. Obviously, with the moves I made at the start of the season, but I'm trying to win every week. I'm dropping pick-up players during the week, the whole week, to try and win the matchup because I would love to beat people. That's my spite thing. I want to beat people with my shit team because it's funny as hell, right? So, not dropping players, especially Scottie Pippen, is not a viable excuse, mate. It's just not. It's just
you're gonna open a fucking message from Richo talking about how he had one good game the other day, and
Who cares?
I'm entitled to hold him, and he's the next future of the Memphis Grizzlies because they're shit, and so I'm just gonna keep him because
Isn't he on a 2-way 10-day contract?
I think he signed a 2-year. He's got a 2-year.
Oh, he's actually signed for him now, has he?
Yeah, still a 2-way player, but that doesn't matter for this year.
No.
There's not enough games left for him to go over.
You know, I'd love to go through a fine-tooth comb the rest of his days. You know, because I guarantee I'll find someone that he could have played to make up that game. So I've always been against it. I've always been against if you lose and you're short on games, you should get looked at. You should get looked at, mate. There's got to be some sort of punishment, even if it's minor, like a shot. If you lose and miss the games cap, you just got to cop a little thing. And then if it's any worse than that, we leave that to the league to decide, right?
It's far too convenient. It's far too convenient that he's just decided last minute. This is the first week of him tanking, is it not?
Is it the first week or second? Might be second.
Second week.
Yeah.
Straight away, he plays his old punt buddy.
Yeah.
So they've been in cahoots on their little fucking punt build for the last few years.
Let's not go over the whole.
He had a chance to. No, stop bringing that up. That doesn't matter. Because you guys cheated first.
Who cheated first?
We're not going to get into that.
No, I'm talking about this week, pleading with Brain to play less games. So it was even.
Yeah, no. So he happens to play Matt. He has a chance to win, and he's actively chosen not to try and win because he didn't want to drop Scottie Pippen Jr.
Yeah, not
Very
play
convenient.
full games cap and try and get Brain to play less players. Like that, those all matter in this situation. Like, my God, I thought you getting rid of DeRozan got rid of this stuff, mate. But it's just fucking coming back and smacking me in the face again.
Well, you gave him to Matt, though. You gave him to the other member of the punt build. They're joined at the hip. You can't escape them ever.
He reckons they're scrambling to get a shot. You're getting a fucking shot, mate.
Absolutely.
Right. And there's someone else getting a shot, which we're going to talk about in a minute. But let's go to the matchup. Let's pick the best and the worst.
The worst is Richo. The worst was Richo.
Basically.
He's not tried to win.
Well, here we go. We had Markel Fultz on the bench for 2 games, shot 11 of 15 with 7 assists. So just right there, he had a game from Trae Young where Trae shot 9 of 18 with 11 assists. Come on, mate. If that was fucking shaky last year, if that was Baker last year, this shit's getting fucking hammered. There's fucking kangaroo court for days. Everyone's got to go fucking buy lawyers. It's that full on. This is
those guys who were actually you can't keep using them as an excuse.
There's no difference here, mate. It's the same shit.
It is a difference because they said I'm not trying to win. They
Richo said the same thing. It's in his trade block, mate. It's in his trade block. It's there for everyone to be fucking seen. It's not like it's a secret. It's not like he's still secretly trying to win, secretly not trying to win. It's out there in the open, mate. If this was me or Strobel, right? I'll use this year as an example. If that was me leaving Donovan Mitchell on the bench, right, and then missing a game, it would be fucking. There'd be so many people having to go at me in the fucking chat. I had people in the chat having to go at me for not playing Eamon Thompson, Ozar Thompson last week, mate.
That's because you're dumb enough to bite on it. No one was giving you shit.
It's different rules. It's different rules for different people, mate. Different rules for different people. Do I need to say the same, mate? Do I need to say it?
We just don't think that Richo's smart enough.
He's openly not trying to win.
Shit.
Openly.
He said his trade block just says he's blowing it up.
Oh, what does blowing it up mean, mate? What does that mean? You know exactly what it's
selling
means. Stop being coy. Stop being coy. It's
selling assets.
Actively trying not to win. It means both. It means actively not trying to win. Does it not?
That doesn't mean the same thing as not setting your lineup, which Baker and Shaky last year both said that they were doing.
Look at the inner boys club coming out on you, mate. Your inner boys club's like, I've got to back him up, even though he's being a piece of shit. I've got to back him up. I can't let him down. Oh.
I'm not backing him up. I'm just saying that those two last year.
So what's your excuse for him leaving Trae Young on IR not playing him?
When
if he's trying to win, does
he
he
said it was
leave?
for field goal reasons, which is fair enough with Trey.
Yeah, I mean let him on IR though, mate. He's a game short. It's irrelevant.
No, I don't have a defense for that. I don't think he should be defended for that. But not playing Trey Young in a matchup against Matt where he could actually win field goal, that's fair enough.
Yeah, but
he's dumb.
Not bringing him off IR has cost him not playing a game. I don't care if Trey Young was on his bench, not played for the field goal reason. There's no issue there. But he hasn't played full amount of games. So it is an issue.
I brought that up. Yes, that's the issue. That's the entire issue.
You can't have 6 games on your bench and be short games. 7 games. 3, 5, 6, 7. 7. And be short games and think it's okay.
Yeah, because if he'd actually taken Trey off his IR and be able to make moves, he could have, gotten assists. Or
at least had a crack at it, mate. At least had a crack at it. Might not have won still, but at least had a crack. Right?
Lost a first round pick. Agreed.
It's just a shot. It's
really
just
easy
for
to
this. It's just a
lost a first round pick.
Yeah, well, that'd be funny, but anyway. So best. Does it really matter? LeBron. Did LeBron get 20 rebounds today and only get 9 for the rest of the week, or did Thing not play him today?
No, he got
he got 20 today.
9 the rest of the week. He got 5 and 4 last 2 games.
Jesus.
Yeah, last 2 games he had 5 and 4.
Damn. Crazy.
The Lakers had 3-game week. Yeah.
Actually, I think Claxton had a pretty good week, didn't he? As well? Oh, not really. Average. But whatever. It doesn't really matter. Get all these big shot well. Gaffer went 25 or 32 in 4 games.
Yeah, there's no close categories except for maybe assists. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Give it. LeBron got 29 assists. Leave it there.
Yeah. Leave it. Yeah. That's fine with me. We're going to talk about the next idiot that was a game short. Surge.
So how did he end up a game short?
Just didn't play any player. He had 4 players on the bench today, mate. Just didn't put them on. But
just didn't put any of them on.
Field goal again. So it's another guy who's gone. I'm going to not worry about. And look, he probably made a smart decision not playing the 4 guys on his bench because the best one was 6 of 15. But if I'm going through the exact same process I did with Richo, it shouldn't be left to the last day. Like, what did he lose? My computer's been fucking slow, but there was some other close categories, wasn't there? No, not really.
No, it was pretty much just field goal.
Pretty much just field goal.
But he lost at least. But he could have dropped Spencer Dinwiddie for Daniel Tice, and
again, there was options to try and win because he's ended up having a shit of a day. Horrible day.
It's funny as fuck.
We're gonna put this in perspective. He had a 73-point game this week and lost the matchup. Donkey scored 170 points in 4 games, shooting at 50%, which is not crazy good, but and lost the matchup with a game short.
Probably not even the biggest choke of the week, though. Really.
No, it isn't, but it's up there.
Played
Cam Whitmore for 2 of 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If he'd taken a shot on a Daniel Tice or Grant Williams today, I think
if you're going for a field goal for the week, you don't play KCP, do you? For 2 games, who shot 4 of 14. So you can say that you're trying to win field goal all you want, but when you got fucking these guys that you're playing, terrible. So Surge is another one that needs to be under the radar. No excuses for missing a game and losing. Should be a shot. Hopefully Crouch just added to the list. He even come out and try to drive by. Crouch, was it yesterday or day before? Might have been yesterday. And then his team comes out and shoots fucking 40% for the day. It's a classic. It's a classic Surge in the sense that it's a last day choke, but it's a home and away game choke.
Yeah, it doesn't normally leave this. Well, I guess he doesn't have playoffs this year, and he shouldn't be in the last game of the playoffs. So
no, he's safe by the
regular season.
Yeah, he's just gonna but what the fuck? Crouch was taken there for the taking.
He had a chance.
Krauss had a
to
really good shooting day today, though. Like really good.
He did, but Serge had a chance to like just really shake up the standings.
Yeah.
Crouch would have dropped to equal with me. So equal third.
So I don't bag rookies. So it's worst going to KCP for sure. 4 or 14 in 2 games. For 1 rebound, 2 assists, and 13 points with 7 fouls.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Not a guy I'm playing to try and win field goal anyway.
To me, it's just another one where just Serge is the worst.
Yeah, I know. I just want to point out that fucking horrible shit. Best for Crouch.
It's Embiid.
It's always fucking Embiid, man.
100 points in 2 games, man.
I know, you can't go past it, can you?
Shooting.
You can't.
It's always Embiid.
John Collins had a couple of reasonable games for him, shooting 70%. But yeah, it's definitely Embiid.
Yeah, fucking John Collins.
Starting at center at the moment. Oh, by the way, he won field goal with Derek White going 0 of 8 today.
Ha! Yeah,
and still won field goal.
Kind of tells you the day that he had, though.
Yeah. Derek White shot 17 of 51 for the week.
Ugh.
Yeah. 0 of 8, 3 of 9, 1 of 7, 3 of 8.
This was a very down week.
Sorry, I'm reading the 3. Sorry, 0 of 8, 6 of 12, 2 of 12, 9 of 19 for the week.
Crouch was vulnerable here.
Yeah, he definitely was.
Down week in the field goal, down week in the steals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he hasn't been struck. He's held on and 11-3.
Well done, Crouch. You get the win. Serge choking on dicks like always.
We gotta hurry this one up. Aaron choked away in true Devin Booker style 2 60-point games.
A 7-7-7 scoring week and loses 7-2. Oh, 7's there.
Yep.
A lot of 7s.
So he's scored the third highest score?
Yeah, be second or third, yeah, by memory. He's had Booker score 150 points, Cat score 135 and loses. It's insane.
Yep.
It's insane.
And I think on Wednesday he had Tatum and Brown both drop nearly 40 on really high percentage shooting as well.
Yeah, he had a massive week. Massive scoring week.
7-7-7 would put him third, one above Serge's 7-7-6.
I don't really bag his these defensive stats are high too. So I don't know what more else he could have done, to be honest. I don't know. Maybe not play Grant, I guess, but I don't know.
Yeah. Look, you know what? I'm not going to give Aaron any advice because I don't.
No. No, he's a 2-time champ. He gets to have a little bit of a bump in the road, I guess. That's a hiding when you score nearly 800 points. It's a smashing. You 5% field goal again. Fucking field goal is crazy this year. Some of you teams, Jesus Christ, mate. Must be. Is there
the whole league?
Is there any defense anymore in the NBA, or is it just?
Let's not go there.
Worst of the week. That's a hard one because he didn't really have that many bad players. But what did he actually lose by closely? Not really anything close.
Nothing really in the end.
Assists were close. Rebounds were close. I don't even know who the fuck to give it to, man. Austin Reeves? He's playing Austin Reeves bad for 2 games?
I think he played Austin's 2 worst games.
But he's not under the rookie sophomore, not bagging, can't get worst on deal, is he? He's been playing longer than that, has he?
It's his 3rd year.
Yeah, we'll give it to him. Just want to talk about Fred VanVleet's 6 blocks too, by the way.
He had
Crazy.
9 for the week.
Crazy. Look, it doesn't really matter who we give it to. I'm gonna give it to Fred. I'm giving it to Fred for 6 blocks. I don't care.
It's 9. It's 5 steals, 9 blocks on the week.
Yeah, I know, but 6 in a game. Like he's like whoever he was blocking needs to go home and have a good hard look at themselves because he just got blocked by a fucking Oompa Loompa.
They were from behind on middies and 3-point attempts. He's
Disgusting.
Like, behind and a couple just like knocked it out. It's great. Fucking
So, tips? How'd we go?
we both tipped Buddha. I tipped Simo. You tipped Shaky.
Yes.
We both got Crouch. We both got Baker wrong. Fuck you, Baker. We both tipped Matt, and you tipped Aaron to beat me. Obviously, I tipped myself.
Fuck. So we're even.
We both got 2 wrong.
So are we officially? So obviously, Simo's mathematically still can make it. Are we just going with that in the standings?
What's what?
Like he still mathematically can make the playoffs. So we're just going with that. Not making any calls early.
He hasn't made a move yet. So until he starts indicating he's going to sell, I wouldn't be saying that he's done.
It's just going to be the top, 3 or top 4 of you guys going for positioning to try and get the week off, I guess. It's important.
Yeah, so you've got Aaron.
And to pick your matchup.
Aaron and Crouch are 11-3. Buddha with his incredibly easy schedule. He's beaten no one with 10 wins, apart from Crouch without Embiid. So he's 10-3-1. I'm 10-4. Matt got out of jail against Richo, 9-5. Shaky 8-6. That pretty much should be your playoffs.
Yeah. Barring something crazy.
And then the rest, Marcus won't get a second win.
So we'll do our tips next week or tomorrow. We got Shaky playing you. Tipping yourself. I'm tipping you. I'm not tipping Shaky. You fucking fuck Shaky.
This is a big one. Yeah, I'll tip myself, obviously.
Serge playing Strobes. We'll back Serge in there.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll back Aaron against me.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah.
Mate, he beat me 8-1 this week. What are you on about, mate? Just flogged by you 7-2 and then he would have beaten me 8-1. That's fucked. We got Brain versus Baker. Can he make it up to the league this year and do something for us? I don't know.
Did he beat Matt last time?
I think he did, yeah.
Is that one of his wins?
I definitely think Matt was one of his wins, yep.
Yeah, I'm tipping Matt. Are you tipping Baker?
I might go Baker.
Don't do that.
I'll have to, mate. I can't go the same as you. It's not really. It's not my.
Throw your tip away.
Buddha and Simo.
Buddha and Simo.
Like Buddha wasn't anything special this week, by the way. So he's definitely beatable, Simo. It could be a big swing for you. This could be another big week. Actually,
I reckon Simo's looking at this and going, "Oh well, if I beat Buddha, then I'm still a chancer." Yeah. He's probably just gonna roll it through again and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not looking at the fixtures. I'm gonna. You know what, man? I'm gonna go Simo.
Okay, I'll pick Buddha because.
And then there's
I hope I get it wrong.
Crouch versus Richo. Both going Crouch.
Yeah. See, this is not too many playoff implications this week.
Well, the 6th placer is.
It's just that one. Like, I guess me playing Shaky.
Shaky's trying to make playoffs here without his Halley and fucking Bane out. It's hard. He's not going to beat you with those 2 out. That's for sure.
Yeah, I guess so Simo's looking at that if I beat Shaky and he beats Buddha, he's back to being only half a game out.
Yep. So there's no tiebreaker to worry about. It's just getting more wins. Unless there's another draw.
Well, what's been on your mind this week, Big Ben?
What's been on my mind? Well, I kind of spoke about the missing games a lot. That was definitely a big rant. Well, I forgot about the other one I was going to talk about already because we talked about all the other crap.
The trade market.
Oh, yes. Yes, the fucking trade market. So, first of all, we had Trey Murphy going for a third. That ruined the middle tiers of the trade market. And then we've had that fucking stupid trade. How the fuck Baker got a first for Hartenstein. But, Bahrain, you've ruined the market, mate. Like, I can guarantee you that there's not going to be as many trades because now people have seen that Baker got a first for Hartenstein that their players are worth way more than what they are. I can't see fuck all trades getting made between now and the deadline. I was talking about it during the week with Buddha. I can't see like it was last year when there was 10, 12 trades in the last day. It's not happening this year. It's just not happening because one, people are going to want too much, and if Hartenstein's going for a fucking first rounder, then what are people going to want for these guys? Like I'm talking about people like Serge, or who's got players. There's not many others. Rich doesn't have anyone, but I just feel like the market's been fucking ruined by Bahrain. Again, he's ruined something else in this league. Can't commish, and he ruins the market. Because before that, I could have seen a lot of trades getting made. People getting desperate. Are you with me on that or not? Am I just seeing this as and making it up, or is this a thing?
You're so full of shit.
Well, you don't reckon the market's ruined because Hartenstein got given for a first?
How mad
speak your fucking truth, mate, or you'll turn into this fucking rant. Because how much shit you've been talking about the trade market right now? This is your time.
That trade is awful. That trade was shit. Matt has overpaid. But that's not the trade. That's not the one trade that ruined the market. First of all, there's only what me, Aaron, with our own first left in the top 4.
Yeah.
Does Shaky have his?
Yes,
but he might. Who knows where he's at? Like if he's willing to sell that at the deadline. So maybe there's only 2 firsts available.
Yeah.
So when you go past that, people are going to be looking at the assets that Buddha has, that Crouch has, that Matt has, and like it doesn't come down to what is this player worth, because they're going to say, okay, my team is good enough to beat Baker. It's good enough to beat Strobel. This is Serge, I guess. This is the loser of Simo and Shaky, and they'll say, okay, so I can't necessarily get a first, even though I think this guy's worth it. I'm not going to keep him, but they'll just take what they can get.
Yeah. So
they'll take whatever assets they can get to improve themselves next year. And that's why you do. That's why props to Baker for getting that done when he did.
Oh, no issue with what Baker's done.
He wouldn't have gotten it.
He actually asked us in our group chat, Baker and Buddha and mine, and we said, look, if you can get a third, like second at best, you're fucking winning. And the motherfucker turns around to get a first, mate. Like, I know the stocks are juicy. I understand that, but.
So at this point of the episode, we got into some aggressive negotiations, and the audio is a bit fucked because Bergs is yelling the whole time, too confused, and then he had to leave abruptly in the middle of it, so just not worth putting in. It is on YouTube, but whatever. We'll finish it next week, or start again next week, and clean up the audio so you can actually hear what's going on. So see you idiots next Sunday. Hope all your players die, especially Shakies, except for the ones that I want to make bad offers for.